Hey everybody, Justin Seeley here again, and this is going to be, I guess, episode 2 of Sleeve Chat. And so if you don't know what Sleeve Chat is, that's where I come on here and answer a couple of questions that people have given me, either in the vertical sleeve gastrectomy forums that I'm part of, or on the Facebook group, or that they just send me through email. And so I got a really good question actually on my YouTube channel the other day, and it was a very good comment that asked me, how did I deal with the emotional impact of the changes that I was making with the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and also when did I start to think of things more in terms of food being fuel more so than fun? And if you've been following me, you know that that's my mantra now, that food is no longer fun, but it is fuel that we have to use in order to do fun things like working out or going to an amusement park or whatever it might be. So when did I first start to get that through my head was the question, and also how do I deal with the emotional ups and downs of what's going on? And so the answer to that question is, number one, the emotional stuff, that is a process that is going to take a very long time to really reel in and get a hold of. I still struggle with it every day. The emotional impact of what we're doing when we're having this vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery is something that I don't even think a lot of people can comprehend necessarily because you haven't been there yet. And so what happened with me is I think, got rushed through my process a little too quickly and didn't have enough time to prepare for a lot of what was going to happen to me. I think it all went by just so fast that, I didn't really have a chance to wrap my head around it. It wasn't until after I had my surgery done that I really got it wrapped around my head exactly what I was doing. So I encourage everyone to meet with a counselor, to join a support group, to find yourself someone who has already been through this process, whether it's me or somebody else. I encourage everyone who's even thinking about doing any type of weight loss surgery, not just the sleeve, but any type of weight loss surgery. I encourage you to find someone, a group, a counselor, anybody that can sit down and talk with you on a weekly, monthly, whatever basis, and just, hash out any concerns that you have. Talk to this person about things you're worried about. Talk to them about your questions. Talk to them about their process, what they went through. I think a lot of people are saying to me on my YouTube channel and things like that they're getting a lot of great information from me, things that are helping them either, informing their decision to decide whether or not they want to have the surgery or how to live life after they've had surgery and so forth. So finding yourself somebody who can actually help you through these processes is the key. Number 2 would be to make sure you're surrounding yourself with extremely positive people. I have my wife and a great set of friends and, my mom and everybody else who has really been supporting me through all of this stuff that I've been doing, all the lifestyle changes. And without those people in my life, I don't know that I would have had the success that I have so far. And so surrounding yourself with positive people and ignoring the people who maybe aren't so positive would also be a good idea. There are some people that, gave me the whole thing about taking the easy way out. We'll get to that in just a minute. But, taking the easy way out by weight loss surgery and stuff like that, I just had to, just kind of brush that off because I don't see it that way, and I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So surrounding yourself with good, positive people that are supportive and that will be there for you and help you maneuver your way through this new lifestyle is absolutely essential. Number 3, you have to make yourself accountable for what you're doing. And I don't know what that means to you. For me, that meant, putting myself out there on YouTube, doing a blog, putting it out on Facebook, showing everybody that I was dedicated to this. Because if you don't find a way to keep yourself accountable, you'll never be able to really wrap your head around exactly what you're doing. Your goal here is not to just have this done, lose 50, 60 pounds, and call it a day. Your goal here should be to have this done, lose as much weight as you can, but get healthy in the process, and then find a way to make sure that both physically and emotionally you stay healthy for the rest of your life. And so making yourself accountable for that in some way is absolutely essential. So I would actually recommend to everybody, I know not everybody is into, living the whole public lifestyle like I am, but I would encourage you to do something like that. My wife, who has just started her own little weight loss journey, has been very good about making herself accountable, because when she goes and checks in at her Weight Watchers meetings, she posts her weight online, tells people what she weighs. That takes a lot of courage. So tell people what you weigh before. Post before pictures. Post progress pictures as you go through, as you continue to lose weight. Post your weight daily no matter what it says. If it goes up, fine. If it goes down, fine. Because that is going to give you the motivation just to continue doing it. You'll be amazed at the response that people start to give you, because when people start to see effort in you, they start to believe in you, and they continue to give you support along the way. When I first started this, everybody saw the first post that I did, and they were like, yeah, okay. After the second one, I got more people on the bandwagon. Third one more. Fourth one more. Up until the point where I had people emailing me on a daily basis, sending me text messages, sending me emails, Facebook messages, whatever it might have been. People were really eating it up. And so they were telling me how much I either inspired them or just telling me good job or whatever. And you're going to feed off of that energy, and that's going to really help you see exactly what the ultimate goal is here and make you drive and push yourself that much further. Now, on to the food as fuel versus fun statement that I made earlier. That's something that really has to be dealt with in time as well. That, for me, it was almost like a switch that I was able to flip, but that's only because I had gone to the doctor and found out that I had some pretty serious health problems. So immediately when I found out I had those health problems, I knew right then I could never look at food the same way. But I will tell you this, even though I was able to switch over really quickly, I still struggle with that on a daily basis, because there are still foods that I like. There are still foods that I enjoy. Food tastes good, period. And, one of the reasons we're overweight is because we like the taste of food. And so it's part self-discipline and part just mental toughness that you have to just, make yourself understand, I don't need this. I don't want this. I just need to put in my body what I need to keep my body going so that I can go out and find fun things to do in other ways. So, for instance, I like to go to amusement parks and ride roller coasters. I like to play golf. I like to run. I like to walk. I like to do all kinds of stuff like that. You can't do things like that if you are, lethargic and don't have energy and don't have the right fuel in your body. So, instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy this candy bar because it's fun, I say, hey, I'm going to eat this protein bar or drink this protein shake. It's going to give me some fuel so that I can go to the amusement park and ride some roller coasters. Or I'm going to fuel up real quick so I can go for a walk. I'm going to fuel up real quick so I can go for a run or something like that. You have to find new ways to keep yourself interested in fitness and new ways to keep yourself interested in this newfound success that you're achieving. And so it's going to be tough. You are going to fall off the wagon. There's no two ways about it. I've fallen off the wagon. I mean, I took a trip to New York earlier this year. I had a hot dog. I had some pizza. I had, pasta. I had stuff that I shouldn't have. But at the same time, I was walking around that city like a madman. So it was kind of a negative, it kind of negated itself, I guess. But I understood at the time, okay, now, I have been walking around, I need to fuel up, but I'm also going to enjoy myself because I'm on vacation. There are times when you can kind of let it slide, but it's not all the time. And, my wife and I, we go back and forth on this all the time. She makes fun of me because I never eat anything normal. I'm Mr. Protein Bar and things like that. But, I'd look at it as that's just one more log on the fire to keep that fire burning inside of me to stay healthy for the rest of my life. And I realize the investment I've made, both financially and emotionally, in this lifestyle change, and that is what really keeps me going. Because I don't want to lose money on my investment, right? You want the highest ROI, return on your investment, and that is the key. Now, recently there was a discussion on the Facebook group that I participate in for vertical sleeve gastrectomy patients, where somebody was talking about how people are harping on them for taking the, quote, easy way out. And I have something to say to people like that. And basically what I have to say is, mind your own business. You have no idea how hard it is as a weight loss surgery patient to exist in everyday life. You have no idea how hard it is for us on a day-to-day basis to live in this type of society. You don't. You have no idea. And also, I am a firm belief that what I had done did not make me successful. I made me successful, and what I had done only facilitates my success. What I had done is I put a maintenance mechanism in place, something that is going to keep me from physically overeating in the future. That's what this did. I mean, having the surgery done, if I had had the surgery done and I didn't work out at all and I just drank milkshakes all day, I'd still be 400 pounds. I still put in the time in the gym. I still have to eat healthy. I still have to be active. I still have to do everything that you have to do, Mr. Normal Person, to stay fit and thin. Absolutely, I do. And so who are you to tell me that my maintenance mechanism is any more of a cheat than if you're sitting there stuffing your face full of diet pills or anything else like that? I would argue that my way is actually safer than your way, probably. Or these people that, just don't eat for weeks on end to fit into some sort of, dress or meet some sort of weight goal or something like that. That's insane. I am living a perfectly healthy life with, just a smaller intake tank. That's basically what I've done. I've actually just, shrunk down the size of my stomach. Nothing wrong with that. And so, to the people who say that weight loss surgery patients take the easy way out, I would argue that we actually take the harder way out. Because not only do we have to still put in the time and effort to get ourselves into shape and get ourselves healthy, but we also have to relearn how to eat completely. We have to re-educate ourselves and completely make a lifestyle change for the duration of our life. Think about that. I mean, I'm only 28 years old, so for the duration of my life, that's a long time, hopefully. And, I have to live with that for the rest of my life. Whereas if I hadn't had this done, I could just yo-yo for the rest of my life, up and down, crash dieting, all that kind of stuff that just doesn't work. I've put in place something that works, a system that works for me, and I've put in the hard work and I've done all of it myself. So that's what I say to the people who claim that I took the easy way out. Plain and simple. So that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sleeve Chat. If you have any questions for me, feel free to post them here on the YouTube channel. You can also send me an email via my website at justinseeley.com. If you'd like more information about my weight loss journey, you can also check out justinsjourney.com. And I implore you to subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out new videos on a regular basis, hopefully answering some of your questions and helping you get and stay fit for the foreseeable future. And remember, nothing is impossible if you believe in yourself.